Okay guys, so today's video is going to be on this quite an interesting little two-stroke engine built in around the 1920s. It's a Grigg. Grigg was a manufacturer of motorbikes in London, I believe. And as far as these engines are concerned, I can't seem to find a great deal on them. Initially, the person who sold it to me said that it was believed that they'd made it up as a generating set, obviously with a separate generator, or at least his grandfather had during the miners' strikes. But looking online and finding out from a few other people, this was a set, and everything actually does seem to be too well manufactured for it to be a homemade job, i.e. the frame and stuff. But nonetheless, the engines were used in scooters, I think it was. Anyway, as you can see, it's got a separate magneto. It's not a flywheel mag like most of the two-strokes you come across that are fairly old. It's a lovely little unit, to be fair. It doesn't stand very tall. It's just shy of knee-high. Don't quite know the size of the engine in horsepower or cc terms, but I imagine it to be about 150 cc. Or around 100 at least. And yeah, it's a lovely little thing. We've got a nice little carburetor on there, which has just a nice clicking motion, and you'd be able to set your speed at a nice little, nice tick over and whatnot. On here, as you can see, the shaft, it looks a bit clean in there, and that did have a pulley on it, and it had a fan that I've taken off, and you'll see that there's a piece of wire that I've put in there as the old lead was perished and cracked and it pretty much falling into pieces. But yeah, it's a lovely little unit. It's got a nice downward pipe for the exhaust, and then in there it's actually got a little silencer down in there that then shoots the smoke out the exhaust fumes out the side. So it's a lovely little unit, and it will be, especially when it's running. However, the only issue that we've got now that I'm going to try and show you is one, I believe the condenser's gone in the mag, and I believe there's a square laminated condenser in the back of the magneto, which is going to be an issue. I'm in contact, or I'm trying to get in contact with a company about getting a condensing chip that goes underneath the points that should rectify that and get us a better spark. But we have a slight concerning noise, and that seems fine. It's more when we get past it. There. Now I would argue that that is not a healthy noise. It sounds like something's maybe worn out in the bottom of the crank, or it's a bigger little end bearing. I may be wrong, so if you hear that and you think, nope, that's just an old two-stroke engine, it should be fine, that doesn't sound too bad, let me know in the comments. I don't know how it will sound on video, obviously, but to me it sounds a little bit concerning. But the compression on the thing is amazing, and what's really nice as well is that can't see it so much here, especially with this lighting. I'll try on that side. Is that it's got an original decal saying Grigg, engineering Co Limited, Twickenham, London. I don't know about serial numbers on this, but if anything's to go by, there's 50 written on there, or stamped in there. I don't know where. We'll soon find out when we start taking it apart if there's any other longer serial numbers. And yet again, in the right light, you can just see Grigg written across the tank as well, which is really nice. Shame about the dent, but adds a bit of character. Pardon me. If I can't get this dent out naturally without harming the paint or the patina or anything like that, I shan't bother. If it holds fuel, it's just character, isn't it? That's the thing. I want to try and keep it as original as I can. However, I probably will try and find someone to replicate these decals, just so if I ever do decide to strip it and repaint it, I'll have the period and correct decals for it. But yeah, so this is kind of just like an introduction to this engine. There'll be more videos yet to come. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any ideas on that knock or supposed knock, that would be more than welcome information. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Like I say, stick around for some more videos coming. Don't know when, but we'll certainly get on it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.